People say kings have royal blood, even blue blood, but nobody's quite sure what that means. If a vampire bit a king, would they have royal blood too? Some people think kings themselves are a little bit like vampires. Even Dracula was the name of a real king, Vlad III of Wallachia, who didn't really drink anybody's blood, but did a lot of awful things to anyone who disagreed with him. Back then, you always had to remove your hat in the presence of a king. Only the king got to wear a hat or crown. Once, when some Turkish ambassadors refused to remove their turbans, citing religious reasons, Dracula ordered the turbans nailed to their heads. Around the same time, there was a Hungarian noblewoman named Countess Elizabeth who treated her servant girls so badly that there was a rumor she used to kill them and take baths in their blood so as to keep her skin young, though it seems unlikely that that was really true. It's possible that the two stories kind of fused together somehow. Probably the most famous story about scary kings who live off their subjects is the story of Zahak, a very bad king of ancient Persia. Zahak didn't start bad, he just really loved food. So the devil, this is the story, appeared in his court, disguised as a cook. Why do you always just eat vegetables, he said, because back then, according to the story, people were vegetarians. You should kill animals and drink their blood, it's much tastier. And the cook made tasty meat dishes, and they were indeed so good that Zahak said, "This is wonderful, you've made me so happy. You can have any reward you wish." And the devil said, "All I wish is to kiss you on the shoulders." So the king agreed, okay. And the devil kissed him once on each shoulder. And soon after, snakes started growing out of the king's shoulders on those exact spots. First, he tried to cut them off, but they just grew back. And the snakes grew bigger and bigger and hungrier and hungrier. And finally, he called in a doctor. But actually, the doctor was just the devil again and disguised as a doctor. And the doctor said, snakes like that eat brains. You have to feed them human brains, or otherwise they'll get so hungry they'll eat your brains. So Zahak had to set out spies into the kingdom every day to kidnap people and feed their brains to the snake. This went on for many years until one day his people figured out what was going on and they rose up and overthrew him. According to one story, they didn't actually kill him, but they left him chained in a cave to be hungry for all eternity.